Officer Booker with the Columbus Police Department. I'm here to demonstrate to you what you guys are supposed to do at your facilities during searches. I'm going to go ahead and have my subject come on in and have a seat real quick. Oh, I'm sorry, before you have a seat, what I want to ask the subject to do is go ahead and get the person out of down to what they call single layers. Get them down to just a shirt and a pair of pants or shorts, depending on time of the season. But go ahead and take everything out of your pocket, take your coat off, place everything on the table over there. In the meantime, go ahead and put gloves on for your safety. Okay? Sir, what I want you to go ahead and do at this particular time is take your shoes and socks off for me. And all while you're doing this, make sure you are in front of the camera getting this recorded. It's not for to say anything bad about this or anything. It's for your safety. It's to make sure that if somebody try to accuse you of something, it's always on camera. So keep it on camera. Okay, obviously we're down to shoes and socks, bare feet. This is what you want. Sir, go ahead and grab your socks, shake them for me, and make sure there's nothing in there. Just do one individually for me. Go ahead and shake them out in front of, there you go. Okay, go ahead and put your shoes and socks back on. Okay, and as prior to them putting their shoes back on, make sure that you ask them to take their shoes and bang them together. Make sure that anything that may be in the shoes will get dislodged at this particular portion. Go ahead and place your shoes back on for me real quick, sir. And again, you may have clients that come in dressed like this. You may have clients that come in dressed in t-shirts and a pair of pants or work outfits. At this particular point, you want to go ahead and ask the client to stand up, and stand a little bit further out this way for me. All right, can I get you to kind of reposition to your right a little bit? There we go. What we're going to do now is what we call a pat down. All right, the pat down, you're going to control from start to finish. All right, you want to get this person into a position that's going to be beneficial to you. You're going to ask that person kind of get their legs at shoulder width apart. Go ahead and place your hands straight out or your arms straight out and look straight ahead for me. All right. At this particular point, what you're going to do is what we call a 2/3 method. You're going to start from the top, meaning their head, and you're going to work all the way down to their shoes. With this, you're going to use your palms of your hands. That is very important to do this. But again, you want to pat, make sure that they don't got anything here. If you feel anything that is of a foreign object or something that's not supposed to be there, you can ask them and then go in to try to go get what that is. But again, by getting them down to single layers, you should be able to feel with your open palms what it is. So you're going to pat down to from the shoulders out to the arms, back to the chest, pat down to the waist. When you get to the waist, again, you're going to work on the side that you're on here and pat back towards yourself. So you start from the center of the belt line back towards yourself, patting to make sure you're not feeling anything that's not supposed to be there. You're going to reposition yourself to come down to the top of the thigh and pat all the way down to the ankle. Make sure there's nothing that's supposed to be there in those spots. At this point, you're going to reposition to the other side of where you started from. Same thing, you're going to have them start from the top. And again, and as you see, what I'm doing, I'm kind of bladed on the side of them because this is kind of a vantage point to you. This way you can feel and kind of work so you're not directly on top of them, knock them off balance, knock yourself off balance. But pat from the waist or from the upper chest down to the waist, belt line, back towards yourself. Top of the thigh, back down to the ankle. And that is what the pat down is. This is very important to do. Go ahead and put your hands down. It's very important to do because you want to try to find contraband. Contraband could be weapons, it could be drugs, it could be drug paraphernalia. That is why this is important to do. This is what we call your enhanced pat down. This is going to be done at random points. Get with your manager, or I'm sorry, your whoever the manager is at the facility. to know exactly how and when you're supposed to do the enhanced pat down. All right, but with the enhanced pat down, it's very similar to the pat down. You start from the top and you work down from the head down to the feet. Again, half the body, belt line on whatever side you are, and work back. So here with the hands, again, the palms are very important. You're gonna come and you're gonna crush and keep your hands on the body as you're doing this. So you're gonna crush from chest down to the waist. You can come back up, do the same thing with their arms. Whether they got long sleeves or short sleeves on. Again, with the hands, you can just rake your hands, the palms of your hands all the way across. When you're done doing this, come down, again, like I said, to the waistline and back in. Crush. You want to keep continuous contact with this person's body as you're doing this. At this point, what you're going to do, come down to the pockets, same thing, going to search all the way down to the ankle. And at this point, you're going to reposition yourself. And for the guys here, we're going to take, and we'll call like a fin search. I'm going to take my right hand, bring through his leg, and I'm going to rake from the top of his thigh to the back of his buttocks on here. You're not touching genitals, but you're going to be kind of close to the region. It is very important that you do this. You will find, again, people trying to hide urine samples inside their crotch area. You may find weapons inside their crotch area. It is very important to, again, have them slightly off balance, feet shoulder width apart. And again, I'll demonstrate coming from the front and raking to the back of the buttocks. That is it. I will now reposition myself on the opposite side. Start again from the top. Hands always touching, maintain contact with the body. Start shoulder, from the armpit all the way out to the wrist. Come back to the belt line, again, all the way down to the ankle. Make sure contact, your palms of your hands is still in contact. And from this side, same thing. Raking from the front thigh to the back of the buttocks to make sure there's nothing in there. If there's something in there, you will find it, or you should knock it loose. That is our enhanced pat down. Now that we're done searching the client, what we're going to do is everything that he laid down on the table, we're going to inspect it, make sure that there's no contraband or anything that's being brought in. Cell phones is very common. Make sure if they got a case, look in the case. You know, see if you can peel the case back, see if there's anything that's inside there. Heroin is something that's very easy to could be snuck into the facilities. So make sure anything that can be hidden, you search those areas. Cell phone, you got a jacket. Take a look and inspect the jacket. Just duly note where pockets are or will be. So with this here, I see you got pockets, got keys in here. You bring the pockets out, what we call bunny ears. Just kind of search, make sure there's nothing else here. Again, I'm going to stay with the same side of the jacket I was just on. I will go in here. I see we got a wallet. I'm going to bring the wallet out. I'm going to place the wallet down to get to that here in a sec, because that's going to be another search in itself. Again, bring the pockets out. Make sure there's nothing in here. Again, kind of look, see where you can find any thing that can be carried inside this. A lot of these jackets nowadays have extra pockets that, you know, it's actually pretty common. So make sure you're not seeing any extra pockets there. Go to the other side, and we see we got a pocket, inside pocket here. Same thing, we got cigarettes. I want to put this next to the wallet because we're going to get to that in a sec. Nothing else, bringing the pockets out. I see there's nothing else in that pocket. And I'm going to go to this last pocket. We're empty, and we're going to put this jacket down. Set of keys. You know, take a look at them, see if there's anything. I know you got pill bottles that they got as keychains nowadays that, you know, stuff can be snuck into. Check those. Here with the wallet, I'm going to check, open it up in full view of the camera and the client so that they're seeing exactly what's going on. You don't want to be accused of stealing something. People do that, even when you're not doing anything. But just check, make sure there's nothing there. Kind of go through, credit cards, see if you see anything in between. Majority of wallets have little side pockets. Open it up, look in, visually inspect, put your finger in, check it. Same thing, again, here, anything that got crevices, get into it, look at it. If you want, you can actually pull the stuff out and look at it that way. See, nothing's there. I want to put everything back in. So the wallet checks out. I'm going to put the wallet down. We're going to step over here to cigarettes. A lot of people have a tendency of just kind of looking like, oh, I don't see anything. Don't do that. Bring the cigarettes out. Take a look at them. See if they've been altered. A lot of people, I've seen stuff where people will put narcotics in the cigarettes or maybe even soaked it. But I see the inside of the pack is clear. That's good. I'm going to put the cigarettes back in. And I want to look at the box again and kind of see if anything's been altered. Majority of cigarettes, when they come, they're kind of glued to the actual cardboard portion of it. If it's not glued, take a look, visually inspect it. Usually have like what they call like the cellophane wrapper on the outside. Look underneath. I've seen contraband carry down in this area. Take a look at it, or even in the back. But this is good, and we're done with the search here, and we'll allow the client to go ahead and move on.
Hello, I'm Officer Hudson with the Columbus Division of Police, and I'm going to show you the female version of your pat down and the enhanced pat down. Okay, I'm going to have my volunteer come on in. So at first you're going to have them strip down to a single layer, and she's already down to a single layer, not strip, but take off their coats, any outer layer. And then I'm going to have her have a seat and take off her shoes and socks. She's not wearing any socks, so we're just going to... And if you could pick up your shoes and turn them upside down and shake them, please. Or have them like that, yes. Okay, you can go ahead and put your shoes back on. As you can see, I'm wearing gloves, which you always need to do is have glove ons, and also make sure you do all your pat downs in front of the camera. Okay, we're gonna have her stand shoulder width apart with her arms all the way out. We're doing the pat down. So you're gonna start from the head and do half of the body, and then I'm gonna go to the other side and get the other half of the body. With females, you always want to make sure you pat down their hair. This is the place where they can hide stuff. And you're going to start from the top. Now, we're not touching her actual breasts. We're kind of going around them and up the middle and on down. You're patting down the pockets. If you happen to find anything in the pockets, the client needs to remove it, and then you come back and hit that area again. And we're going all the way to the feet. Again, you're not touching the actual private areas. You're patting it down. Then I'm going to go to the other side, and this time I'm gonna have you stand this way so they can kind of see a side view of it. And we're gonna hit the arms, start at the head, of course, pat down the arms, and then hopefully you can see the back. I'm patting down, you're patting down the top, then you're coming underneath and going all the way down the rest of the body. And then that is your pat down. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to handle some of the more sensitive areas. For the women, the clients are going to do this themselves. You want to have them take their fingers, their thumbs mostly, and just rake it around the rim of their pants like that. And then also, for the bra area, when you're done with your pat down, either before or after, you're going to have them cup the bottom of their bra, pull it out, and shake. And make sure no contraband is falling out. And like kind of her shirt didn't come out, so what you maybe could do is just pat down this area before to make sure, after, to make sure nothing fell into that area. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate the enhanced pat down on the females. Again, I'm going to start from the top and work my way down to the bottom. Always with females, like I said, you want to check their hair. This is a good place to hide stuff. Like I said, especially if they have ponytails. Like I had one lady with a super thick bun, and she had all kind of everything in there. And then with the arms, you're gonna take your hands, your palms are open. So we're not crushing like this. Your palms are open, so you make sure everything's in clear view, and you're just raking all the way down to the end of their shirt. You also wanna make sure you go down the sides. And then as you do this search, for the women, it's easier if you just kind of do one side at a time. So I'm gonna rake my hand across her back and down her waistline, because with the bra area, you're gonna take your hand, do it along the side of the bra. You're gonna come underneath and actually rub up against the bottom of the bra and the underwire area. Your hands are open. Go up the middle, go back underneath the bottom of the bra, and you're rubbing. So you're not crushing, you're not cupping their bra, you're rubbing, you're feeling something up the side of the bra, and then take your hand and rake across the top. So at no time did I'm not grabbing her boobs or anything like that. I'm literally rubbing around the side, I'm rubbing underneath, I'm taking my hand, I'm going up the middle, around the bottom, and up the side. This is important. Women, including myself, have hidden stuff. I mean, not contraband, but we put stuff in our bra. This is a popular place for women to hid stuff. I've found contraband many times in bras. Even with the shake feature, they can actually grab the contraband when they're shaking. So that's not a guarantee that you got it. And then when you're done with the bra area, you're going to continue to rub around the bottom, come down to the waist, make sure that you are rubbing the pockets. If they have jeans on, make sure you rub the small pocket area. That's a popular place for women to hide their pills and hair and things like that. You're coming down all the way to the bottom. As far as the private area, you're taking your hand and you're literally rubbing the inner part of the thigh and out, okay? So you're literally rubbing the inner part of the thigh and out. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes cue that they have something, they might clench their butt cheeks really hard or something like that because they don't want you to get up in there. And then we're gonna go to the other side and do it again. So again, I'm gonna have you turn to the side. I already did it here. So the back, the arm, I'm gonna go down the side, then I'm gonna do the bra area, and then you come on down to the rest, to the feet, and then spread your legs. So you spread them wider, and then you're coming up the groin, okay? And that is your enhanced pat down. You put your arms down.
Again, it is imperative that you guys do what was taught today. Safety is paramount. The reason why we're doing these searches and you guys are being taught these searches is to make sure that contrabands, weapons, or anything illegal is not brought into the facilities. Is to keep you, the clients, and the rest of the clients in the facility safe. One of the things with the searches, and I know you guys might be a little bit uncomfortable doing in the private areas, but it is definitely important to do that. Doing uncomfortable things like that will keep you safe. You're not feeling on anybody. And remember, you're in front of the cameras, and we taught you the correct way to do this. You're not grabbing, you're not touching, you're just searching in the areas where a lot of things are hidden. People want you to be uncomfortable, and they'll hide stuff in those areas because they want you to be uncomfortable. They don't think you're going to search those areas because of your uncomfortableness. So make sure you do what was taught here today.